Once upon a time, in a cozy little house on a quiet street, there lived a curious and adventurous cat named Whiskers. Whiskers loved to explore the world around her, chasing butterflies, sniffing flowers, and watching the birds outside the window. One day, as she was lounging in the sunbeam that streamed through the window, Whiskers gazed up at the sky and saw the big, bright sun shining down. She felt a sudden urge to go to the sun, to feel its warm rays on her fur, and to see what wonders lay beyond the clouds. "Oh, how I wish I could go to the sun!" Whiskers exclaimed, her tail twitching with excitement. Her owner, a kind old woman named Mrs. Jenkins, heard Whiskers' wish and smiled. "But Whiskers, dear, the sun is so far away, and it's much too hot for a little cat like you," she said. Whiskers would not be deterred. She begged and pleaded with Mrs. Jenkins to take her to the sun, but Mrs. Jenkins just laughed and stroked Whiskers' soft fur. Undeterred, Whiskers decided to take matters into her own paws. She spent every waking moment thinking about how she could reach the sun. She watched the birds flying outside, wondering if she could learn to fly like them. She studied the clouds, trying to figure out how to climb up to them. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Whiskers never gave up on her dream, and one day, she had an idea. She remembered a hot air balloon that she had seen at a festival once, and she thought to herself, "Aha, that's how I can get to the sun." Whiskers convinced Mrs. Jenkins to take her to the hot air balloon festival, and when they arrived, Whiskers was overjoyed. She ran straight to the biggest, most colorful balloon she saw, and meowed loudly until the balloonist picked her up and put her in the basket. As the balloon soared into the sky, Whiskers felt her heart racing with excitement. She was finally on her way to the sun. The wind rushed through her fur, and the sun shone brightly down on her face. But as the balloon climbed higher and higher, the air grew thinner and the temperature dropped. Whiskers began to feel a bit chilly, and she realized that maybe, just maybe, the sun wasn't as close as she thought. The balloonist smiled down at Whiskers and said, "You know, little cat, the sun is actually about 93 million miles away from us. I think we'll stop here and enjoy the view, don't you?" Whiskers looked up at the sun, which was still shining brightly, but not quite as close as she had hoped. She smiled, feeling a bit wiser and more content. "Yes, I think that's a perfectly wonderful idea," she said. And with that, Whiskers and the balloonist floated gently back down to earth, enjoying the breathtaking view and the warm sunshine on their faces. From that day on, Whiskers was happy to stay on the ground, chasing butterflies and sniffing flowers, but always remembering her magical journey to the sun.